go. Hello, hello, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Eddie. Absolutely. Let's see, I have low automatic. Stream quality is low. Oh, that's not cool. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Hopefully, you are doing well mentally, physically, and I pray that you are staying stable and that all things are good with you and your family. I am today drinking out of this mug. This is actually an interesting mug because of what I've got to talk to you about today. Okay. And if you can tell, there's my coffee. Got to take a good sip. I think this is interesting enough. This is actually Dunkin' Donuts original blend coffee. Listen, whatever I can get, okay? But I'm going after whole beans. That is what I do. That's what I enjoy. That's my experience. I've got to heat up my water to 180 degrees. I've got to grind my beans and I have to pour it in a certain direction and you pour a little bit at a time. Okay, I've got to do all my ritual for making my coffee. I told you, my wife says that I'm a snob. I don't know, but I whatever she says, right? She's always right. Um, but I picked this one today because it's clear. Okay, it's very clear. You can see what I'm drinking. There's no doubt in your mind that I'm telling you I'm drinking coffee, and you see the coffee right here. And what I want to cover today is being clear about what you want to do in these times. Okay. Um, Having a clear mental picture of what you want to do and then sticking with one thing. So you notice this coffee here, I don't have, well, you're going to have to believe me on this one. There's no sugar in this coffee. Okay. I don't drink my coffees with sugar. Of course, there's no milk either, right? It's very straight up coffee. It's one thing in this cup. In this clear mug, there is one thing only. No other ingredients, coffee. Okay? And again, when we have a clear mental picture of what we want, there's one more thing that you'll need to have. And that is to focus on one thing. One thing. Okay? Yes, you may have different ingredients. Yes, you can create, I mean, seriously, you've been to Starbucks. Well, of course, not recently, but you've been to Starbucks. I'm looking for my phone. Where is my phone? I think I left my phone out there in the kitchen. But anyway, so you've been to Starbucks before. You've been to those coffee shops. I have. And you know what they do, right? They basically have one thing, one ingredient for all the different types of drinks. Frappuccinos, macchiatos, espresso, Starbucks double shot on ice, Java chip. I mean, every single type of drink that you can find at a coffee shop has one ingredient for sure, guarantee is coffee. But then there's additional things to that, right? There's a bunch of things to that. Okay. Why am I telling you this? Again, clear mug. You've got to have a clear mental picture of what you want to do, what you want to achieve. But you also need to focus on one ingredient. Yes, you can make, you know how to sew, you know how to sell, you know how to do a bunch of other things. But you've got to do one first. And you got to master it first. Listen, that was the hardest lesson I have learned. And I'm not perfect, okay? I still, that's why I love the times when I have my friend Joey. He's a mentor of mine too. He's the clarity guy. He's the clarity guy. You want to get clear on something, he's the man to go to, okay? That dude is amazing at this stuff. But what happens is, I still get bombarded with all these ideas. I want to do A, B, C, D, and all of a sudden my brain goes 1,000 miles an hour, and I forget to take all my tools in that path, in that drive, in that journey. Okay, because I'm such in a hurry, and then I get overwhelmed, and then that's when I'm overwhelmed. Joey always makes fun of me because every time I come to him and I tell him if my words start with "Man, I'm overwhelmed" or "I'm stressed," he smiles. He's like, "All right, Eddie, come on, talk to me." And so by the end of that conversation, he pinpoints that one thing I need to focus on. So what I'm going to do with you here today is I'm going to show you how you can do that to yourself. Okay, how you can actually get clear not only on what you want, okay, clear mug, a clear mental picture, but also what's the one thing that you need to do today. All right. And by the way, that's why I'm this way, because I'm going to use the whiteboard. And here, let me give you another example. Good morning to everybody who's watching, by the way. Thank you so much for joining me. And thank you for watching the recording as well. Again, Coffee with Eddie. This is the show that I come in, and my intentions here are to basically help you to live a life of freedom and to find that purpose and walk in it. And a lot of times we forget that the little things that we have in us can affect the entire world, your world around you. Okay, but we got to put those things into practice, and especially in these times, because this is a special edition of Coffee with Eddie. It is it's an unprecedented time for me to be here live every single day, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, because there is a lot of things that have not only changed already, but are every day changing rapidly. And I can tell you from yesterday's live that I had, I can tell you that we need to be prepared, or at least we need to know where we're heading. All right. And be ready, because there is a lot of opportunity that's going to be created in these times. All right. We're going to go through it together. That is my hope. That is my prayer, that we, rise above with a clear mental picture. Right. That's what we're going to talk about today. And a good, enthusiastic attitude, optimistic attitude. And we're going to go through it. And the cool part is, how about taking some people with us, along with us, right? So, I want to give you another example about this. Again, for those of you who are just joining me, I'm talking about having a clear mental picture. That's why I have a clear mug today. You know exactly what I have in here is coffee. This coffee has no sugar, no milk, nothing added, but just one ingredient, coffee. And that is my main point today. Not only do you need to be clear about what you want to do, but you're going to need to use one ingredient out of the hundreds and thousands of things that you may know or have. Okay. I'm going to give you another example. So as a matter of fact, what I'm going to do, all right, I don't want you to take my word for it all the time. Okay. Because by the way, you're watching this, you come back and you say, you know what? I don't agree. I agree with that with Eddie. Hey, that's cool. Doesn't hurt my feeling. We all have our own views, right? So what I want to do right now is show you something. Anyway, my thing, marketing, let's see here. Okay, what is marketing? All right, so my thing is marketing. Okay, I can tell you right now, a lot of people, especially in the business world, micro businesses, small businesses, they get a little bit overwhelmed or confused on what marketing really is. And here's the reason why. Okay, so let me share. I should share my page, right? Let me share. There you go. I think, am I sharing? Let me make sure I'm sharing. Yeah, I'm sharing. All right, cool. So, all right, what is marketing? So marketing here, let me find something that I remember seeing this. Let me see here. I remember there was one that was, here we go. All right, check this out. Marketing refers to the activities a company undertakes to promote the buying or selling, keyword, buying or selling of a product or service. Marketing includes, listen to this, marketing includes advertising, that's one ingredient, selling, number two, delivering of product to consumers or businesses, 3, There's also done by affiliates. And anyway, the list can go on and on. Okay. So let me come back to you here. All right. Why I gave you that right now? Because advertising and marketing, for some reason, they tend to be thought as one thing, and it's not, right? So my focus was years ago. Yes, I'm an encourager. I have that gift. We talked about that. There's a talent in me. I enjoy encouraging people, motivating people, but I also have expertise, right? My expertise is in sales and marketing. And when I say sales and marketing, sales is part of marketing. So as a whole, I can tell you my expertise in marketing. Relational marketing, that's much more niche pinpoint of what I do. I'm not a huge agency, marketing agency or advertising agency. I just do things. There's a process. There's a process to engage, influence, and make the sale. Okay, without selling. Anyway, point is that marketing has all those ingredients. Again, you saw it there, right? Advertising, sales. There's also like the funnels. There's also the media channels. There's also graphics. There's also content, copy content. There's also web pages, like funnel pages, lead generation. Marketing is practically everything, including sales and advertising, print, online advertising, social media advertising, everything. So if I was to come here and tell you that I do, marketing, sales, advertising, social media. Oh, and by the way, I also do Twitter, Facebook, Google, SEO, HTML web pages, funnels, sales funnels, sales content pages. And do you see what I'm getting at? That will be a lot, don't you think? And so you are going to have to decide what you need, but then I have your brain thinking all over the place. Well, that's what I used to think I had to do. I used to try to do everything on my plate, everything that I can do. And before you know it, nothing worked, or at least to 100%. Why? Because I wasn't focused on one thing. I wasn't very specific, niche driven into not only who my audience is, my ideal audience, the ideal person, the right person for me, but I was talking to everybody in the whole world, and that's not how it goes. So again, I'm giving you that example because it's happened to me. And when I go and get clear on something, I always end up doing one thing and one thing only. And then guess what? It works. When that works, then I can add any extra stuff to my ingredients. But we got to focus on one thing. So why is it so difficult for us to do that? Human beings. That's what we do. Okay. I think there is, let me hold on here. Let me come back to where I'm at. Make sure that you guys can see what I'm about to write down. So there's a lot of things, a lot of people, I don't care who can tell you, if you watch successful entrepreneurs, big CEO companies, huge, humongous companies and little companies, you will see the successful ones have people, a team of people working with them. They do that because as entrepreneurs, we get all this stuff, like all these things in our head. We just think, and try to everything. We go after everything. It's a good thing because we're visionaries, right? But it's a bad thing if you don't have a team of talents, a team of experts around you to help you out with all the stuff that goes in here. So if you are a solopreneur, that's what I call them, because you're solo, you're by yourself and you don't have a team of people, that can be overwhelming, and it will take you on a totally all over the place journey to realize and come back that you needed to focus on one thing. And right now, friend, we don't have a lot of time to be all over the place. There's no way you have time, because This is like a wave right now. We're going to have to catch this wave that's happening and ride it. And if we are not riding it, we're going to be under it and it's going to crash. And we're just going to be like, oh my goodness, what happened? And then we're going to be, I should have, could have, would have, but didn't, right? So let's avoid that stuff and let's get focused again on what we need to do. And let me tell you how you do it. So let me turn this thing around here. All right. Hello, everybody. I don't see your name here, but thank you so much for joining me. So we're going to be doing the whiteboard today. I like doing the whiteboard. I'm old school. Hopefully not that old. Oh, check this out. See, what to focus and how to help. That was for me, by the way. That's my little cheat note. So I don't forget what to teach you today. All right, check this out. So what happens is this. Okay, let me. It's interesting. I'm trying to look at the whiteboard, but I'm looking at here too. So I'm gonna make a choice. I'll look at here right now. Okay. So here we go. Oh, here we go. All right. So basically, you know what I'm doing. Okay. Oh man, you can't even see that well. Here we go. All right. So you know what this is, right? This is your target. This is a target. Okay. I was in the Marines, and to me, this was very fun, important, and fun for me. The goal was to get us close to the dot. However, when you have an idea, when you're clear about where you want to go, okay, so hopefully on that one, you're going to have to make a choice, all right? I'm sure you can do a lot of things, and I'm sure you have a lot of talents, expertise, but listen, make up your mind, be clear about where you want to go. How can you help your community today, and stick with it, all right? And then find that one thing. But anyway, so here's the target, right? And let's say I shot down the range and my one shot went here, all right? So again, the goal is to get here, okay? Now, the next shot was here. And the next shot here. And the next shot here, next shot here, next shot here, all right? So what happens here? 6 shots, okay? 6 shots. Now, is this bad? Well, I can tell you from my experience, this was actually perfect. It was great. We call that a group. That's a group. All right. So when you have, why am I telling you this? Because see, when you have a clear mental picture of where you're going, a lot of times you may not get there right away. But if you start with one shot and you keep going after it where you're at without making drastic changes, you get a group. And this grouping is a good thing because all you've got to do is learn to take it closer to the ultimate target. Okay? So what does that mean for you? It means, let's say you have, I don't know, service one. You can do one type of service. Okay? And then you have a product. All right? And then you have, I don't know, what else do you do? Would you have service product and suppliers, right? So, which, by the way, suppliers could be also affiliates as well, like a team of people. Okay, so you've got all this, and that right here represents your group. Okay, that represents your group. So why is it that, let me show you something. Why is it that I think we're all stubborn. I'm such a stubborn guy. Why is it that we go shoot here, and because we see it that it's not going towards the target, we shoot again and it's over here, and then we see it, we're still not getting to the target, and then we shoot and it goes over here, and then we keep changing our approach and it's all over the place. We just want to get to here. Why is that? Because that's what we do, right? We start to do one thing and we don't give it time. And you know what? We hesitate, or we get like not overwhelmed, but nervous. Like we just want to, this is me. I'm telling you from my experience, I just want to get results right now. I just want it now. So I start changing my approach. And all of a sudden, all these things go all over the place where, in fact, if you would have just focused on that one shot you did and say, you know what, let me see if I can get a grouping. Let me see if my one thing actually worked. Let me test it again. Yeah, okay. Let me do a video about this one thing. Okay, that worked. Let me do a Q&A of a Q&A video for the people who are actually watching this. Okay, that worked. Let me do a page about this one thing that I have. Okay, that worked. Let me do a podcast about this one thing. Okay, you see what I'm getting at? You start doing that. And you know what? By the way, so let's say, see, you can see there. You see that? You start doing that. That looks better than all over the place, right? All right. So here we go. So by the way, let me fix that. Don't follow me. All right. So by the way, how can this actually help you and benefit you? All right. So check this out. So now, let's say you have a group. What does that group look like? I just kind of blurred the examples already for you, but let me go for them again right now, especially in this time. We are being forced to go online. We as business owners, if you're a business owner, if you are a coach, if you're anything to do, a solopreneur, basically. If you're an entrepreneur, solopreneur, and you didn't use the online access like you could have, right? And you're in this situation. You're like, okay, I'm being forced. I gotta get something done. All right. Well, here's how you would do this. Here's how you will start shooting towards the target. Again, remember, be clear about the target. Okay. That is something that you're gonna have to find. Make a choice, because obviously I don't personally know you. You're watching me, so I don't know what your ultimate goal is. But whatever that is, be clear. All right. Be clear about what you have. Okay. And how you can actually help the community, right, with what you have. But then start shooting, start going, start shooting down range and try to get this grouping. And how do you do that? All right. Let's say you want to do live videos, just like I'm doing right now. Okay. Well, get on live videos. Choose a time, be consistent, and do it every day. I do it every day. Okay. So do that. That's one shot. Okay. And see how that goes. All right. Are people gathering around your video, or is this information helpful? Like, is anyone even out there? Let's say, you know what? This video hasn't gone to many people. There's not many people watching this. Let me go ahead and boost this video. Whoopsh. It's another shot, right? Within that grouping, you're still doing the same thing, right? You haven't switched to something else. Well, you shoot. You click boost that video, and you target maybe the entire United States with a specific range of age. And if you want to specifically get down into what the type of industry that you're in, you can choose the demographic and then click go, right? Click turn on the ad, and they'll turn it on. They'll boost that video. If that video comes back showing you 800, 1,000, 2,000 shows, and then 100 or 200 views, then guess what? Let's shoot again. Another video. Because somebody's watching it, right? Somebody out there is watching it, and you're going to focus on that video thing. And whatever that topic that you talked about in that video, you're going to do another one. You're going to stick with that topic. Different format, different way of saying it. Maybe within that topic, give another video. Shoot. You see what I'm talking about? Now, let's say after that, okay, Eddie, so a bunch of people, I sent the video, I boosted it, and you know what? I didn't get a thing, right? No views, like 10 views only. After 1,000 reach, only 10 views. All right, well, guess what? That shot, it wasn't clear enough. Okay, so shoot something else or do something else. Remember, the coffee is your one ingredient. That does not mean that this is the only thing, right? I told you, you can create different types of coffee drinks with one ingredient. So maybe you need to add something else to your one thing. Okay. Let me see what example can I give you. All right. So I'm going to tell you because I know I just seen something like this. Okay. So let's say that you are a life coach. Let's say you're a life coach and your one thing is you want to help women with building a business, right? Women who are struggling to be self-independent, and you want to help them to create a business that they enjoy. Okay? All right. So that's your target, right? You kind of are clear about what you want to do, right? That's you as a life coach want to help specifically that woman who is actually struggling to make her business grow. Okay, or maybe they're starting and they're just not sure where to go, but you want to help them succeed in business. All right, that you're clear about that. What do? Okay, you shoot one video, and let's say you talk about how to get started as a woman and online creating the product that you want to sell. All right, cool. So you talk about the product, right, that they can sell. But then what you don't want to do is the next day or the next video, you don't want to go and talking about how to do your hair. All right, how to paint your nails. Right? You don't want to go and talk about how to cook rice, how to be. You don't want to go and talk about how to I don't know, what do women do. I don't know. Go shopping. You don't want to go about where you can get the best deals in town for your dress. Do you see what I'm getting at? Even though that is good information for that woman because she needs to look good, so she needs to go shopping. She needs to look good. She needs to paint her nails. She needs to look good as a professional, so she needs to do her hair. That all makes sense because she needs that. But that is being all over the place. You want to stick with one thing. Right? So, again, this is the importance about being clear, having a target. Okay, for you watching me right now, the video recording or here live, if you are not clear even about who your target is, okay, if you're not even clear who the target is, you need to get down, find it. You need to find out. All right. There is a lot of information, a lot of books, and you know what? I don't think you guys have a bunch of time unless you are a speed reader. Get yourself into some books, but there is. I'm gonna post it. I can't remember right now the name right now, but I'm gonna post in this video some of the tools, some of the books that you can actually pick up and start reading and learning how to actually find your target market. But I will tell you this: this is the quickest way for you to do it. So if you have already followers in your Facebook, in your YouTube, and in anywhere, if you have a list of people who are following you already, who know you and trust you, and all you got to do is ask. That's it. You want to ask your people who have purchased from you, who are following you, who are in your list, your customer database. You want to just send an email out and say, hey guys, in this times we want to actually get involved in helping you all, and I want to find out why is it that you came to us and how can we help you today. That'll tell you why did they come to you. They'll tell you exactly why. So that right there starts to be more clear about who your target is. And then what do they want? When they tell you what they want now today, again, we're talking about this crazy things going on right now in the world. When they tell you what they want, now you're more clear. Now you see, oh, wow, this is good. And now you can go and find look-alike people or find more people like that. And your message could be directly to that group, right? So let's say they bought from you, I don't know, what did they buy from you? Books. Let's say they bought from you books. All right, so they bought books. They came to you because you not only have the special print type of paper, but your service is amazing. All right, cool. So those are the group of people that are looking for amazing service with quality products. Great. Then they say, what do I need now? Well, now I need to, a pen. I don't know. I need a pen. I need a bunch of pens that are amazing writing, clear in these books because the pens we have don't work. Okay, cool. So now you add that to your market, to your message, so that your market can listen to what you have to say today. See what I'm saying? All right. So that's one way to do it. So what about if you don't have any followers? What about if you have no idea, no followers, nobody that knows you or knows about you, and you know what? You just want to get more people or somehow start making more sales. Okay. What you want to do then is you want to start getting online, just like I am right now. I'm pointing here because my screen is here. You are there. But you want to get online just like you see here. Do videos, do posts, start a blog. Just start to engage. You can use Facebook Live or you can use YouTube. By the way, if you have some cool informational things that you can teach people in these times, YouTube is awesome with that. Everybody goes to watch YouTube. But anyway, so if you have something like that, go and start giving information out, but be intentional about your information, okay? So you want to do it to where, remember, that one shot, you want to do this video. If there's no one listening, then you may want to switch your topic. You start just posting, post, and come back and ask people, hey, is this good? Is this, what else do you want to hear? And so forth. Make sense? All right, but you got to start somewhere. Anyway, so let me end with this because it's just about past my time. Whoa, it's like 30 minutes. You see, I'm passionate about this stuff. I love this stuff. I can talk all day about this. All right. Let me help you be clear. I'll leave you with this, okay? I think you can see. Yep, you'll be able to see here. All right, so here's what you want to do. Number one, you have to have a clear mental picture. CMP. You have to have CMP, a clear mental picture of your target, of what are you going to do? How are you going to help this community? But like what community? What do you have? Okay, if you're a life coach, then guess what? Okay, be clear about what you want to accomplish and do with this situation that we're going through. What do you want to do? If you have a business, a restaurant, look at restaurants. This is a cool thing. They're clear about what they want to do. They want to sell food. So what they do the drive-through, and I'm sure they're doing now the delivery, right? See? And whatever works, they'll stick with it. Okay, so clear mental picture. Number two, this is important right here, my friends. Very important, friends. Just pick one thing at a time. One. Please. Please. It's hard. I know it's hard because it's hard for me. So I know how it feels. It feels that, oh, I have this Instagram thing going over there. I have this YouTube over there. I have my blog over here. I have my podcast over here. I've got this digital book that I have. I have this list that, and then you want to do it everywhere, right? Hey, I know. Okay. I've been there, done that. Pick one. Pick one channel. And today, by the way, social media channel, if you do a Facebook Live, you can actually transfer that into YouTube and transfer that into everywhere else. And that's cool. But if you have to work a whole bunch to do that, don't do it. Just stick with one place. Where are your people at? That's where you go and stick with them. Okay? All right. Pick one channel and pick one message. All right? And pick one product. I mean, it's all about just the power of one, friends. One thing. Test it out. If the channel's not working, change. If your message is not working, change. If your product is not working, change. But go by what people are telling you. That let them help you make the right changes. Don't start thinking to yourself, oh, I can change this. This didn't work. Let me do this and that. use the community. They'll tell you, even if it's one or two people, that they'll tell you, and go with that flow. All right, because eventually, ultimate goal again is to get this. You want to get a good grouping in your target market. Once you have a good grouping in your target market, you can move to many different areas, but you need to learn to be this precise. Don't do all over the place, because that's going to frustrate you. And again, I'm doing this message because we need to ride this wave. This is a wave. We need to ride it. We need to be precise because time is running short. All right. So if you don't do this right here, I'll leave you with it. I got to leave you with this. I just have so much to tell you today. But look, I did it. Okay. I'm telling you this because I did it. I've done it. I've gone through it. 2008. You guys remember 2008? All right. Remember 2008? What happened? Recession. All right. 2007. In 2007, I started, actually, I'll back up. 2006, I went all in into internet marketing. I wanted to do something with online marketing. That's what I wanted to do. So I started creating my page, and back then you had to literally create your own thing. There was not many softwares like we have today, so you are lucky to have all this stuff now. But creating software, creating the page, and then creating links and backlinks and the content. I had to write the content. It was a lot of work. I went through a 6-month program worth over $10,000. Okay, 2006. I got the pictures, I got the images, I got everything. I got my website, domain name, page, links, pages, tabs, everything. I mean, I was working at it. 2007 came and things started to be rocky. 2008, that's when the recession happened, and it went through all the way to about 2009, the beginning of 2009. That's when things started to change. Do you know what I did? I panicked. Well, it wasn't panic, really. I think I just got overwhelmed. It wasn't panic. It was overwhelmed. Because I felt like I had so many things and I wanted to do them all, and I didn't take advantage. So I missed out on that opportunity. I'm telling you right now, I should have stayed with what I was doing with the online marketing, with that page. It was about fitness. I should have stayed with that. I should have kept it, and I should have pushed it more and more and more. And then I should have actually gotten on Facebook. I think by that time Facebook was available, if not YouTube or whatever. But I should have gotten into social media and then started telling people about what I have done and what I have. Through 2008, just give, and find out what people wanted. 2009, I think I would have blown up that site, but I didn't. I started doing multiple other things online that had nothing to do with what I was doing, or I wanted to do something better or worse. I started to listen to a bunch of experts, and then all of a sudden my focus just went out in multiple directions, and I didn't take advantage. So I'm telling you now, friends, I'm telling you, this is about the same thing as back then. Stick with one thing, test it, go for it. Okay, go find your market. Do one thing, do it over, ask for feedback. If it's the right thing, go for it, keep going, right? Boost that video, boost that post. I will say video works better than post, so boost the videos and find out, are people watching it? Is this a good thing? Should I do it more? And just keep going at it. One thing, one channel, one message, one product. And by the way, with the product, I leave that last because right now your chances are of selling something, I mean, unless you have a follower of so many and people trust you, love you, and they want to buy from you, then yeah, go for it. But this is not the time to be a salesperson. Okay, this is the time to give and to find out how you can help. Let the sales, the closing, the sales, the services of the sales of your services show up at the right opportunity. Don't push it. Okay, whatever you're doing. Okay, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm just telling you. In our world here, as a coach, as a consultant, it's the wrong thing to do. Push, push, push to buy, to sell something. Anyway, one channel, one message, one thing. Know your target, clear mental picture, and go for it. Woo! All right. I can go on and on and on. Okay, awesome. Listen, this is a long one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of clip this videos and see what's good info here and post them back up. You can come back. Once I post it, you'll come back and see the ones that are specific for you. If you have questions, comments, go ahead. Let me know. Did I talk too fast? Did I talk too much? Or is this useful? Do you want to hear more about this? How to do this? I have so much resources. I know so many people with this, and I have specific techniques to get this done, but we got to do it fast. Okay. This is no time to waste in diving into programs and things. You've got to actually do something now so you can ride this wave and come out a winner in these times. And you help a lot of people through the process. All right, awesome, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Come back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 a.m. Pacific. Coffee with Eddie. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.